Hi team, how's it going? I hope you had a great weekend and that you're relaxed and you're ready to start the next week 2 of our non-traditional instruction during this pandemic period. And what I want to do through this video is to provide an introduction of what the weeks are going to look like in social studies and how we're going to work together to continue our education. And the key thought part of this is that that's what we're doing, is we're continuing our education, that we're continuing the dialogue of the work that we started on throughout this year, and that is the study of civilizations and how civilizations grow and develop, and we've also learned that sometimes they decline and fall, but that's what we're going to continue the study of, and we're going to do that during this time. I will post each week 2 assignments. So I'll have 2 assignments that you'll have that week to accomplish. And I'll put in the resources and outline the activities that we're going to do to complete those assignments. And so you can kind of do it at your own pace. It's not a lot of work at all, but it's just to keep our minds focused on what we have learned this year and continue that learning. So again, what I'll do each week is I will post 2 assignments throughout that week. Now, in those assignments, I'll post them in the Google Classroom. I'll normally do a video like this where I'll talk you through what we're going to do, and then you'll have time throughout the day and throughout the week to look at the lessons, to read the resources, and answer the questions. And there are 2 questions a week. And this week coming up, the questions that we're going to answer, the first one is going to be, how did disease affect civilizations throughout history? And then how did traits of a civilization, aspects of culture, shape Rome's rise to power? We're going to get back in and talk about Rome, and we'll finish that up in the next couple of weeks. But those are the 2 things that we're going to, 2 assignments that we're going to have this week. And you have your time to do it as is appropriate, but at the end of the week, would like to have at least 2 of these 2 questions answered. Now, here's the thing. We're going to do this a little bit differently. It's kind of cool. Is that you can answer, one question has got to be answered on the worksheet that I put in the Google Classroom. Now, the second question, I'm giving you an option. I'm giving you the option that you can make a video and answer the question, again, using a claim, evidence, reasoning, identifying sources, and make a concluding statement. So you can make a video of that, or you can make a presentation using Google Slides. I'll give you a choice on that. Now, eventually what we'll do is I'll give you a choice of different things that we can study throughout the week. But really, what this first week, I want to get back into the fold of reviewing how we make an argument and getting back into the importance of the traits of civilizations and the importance of culture in the rise and then fall from power of civilizations. In this particular time, we're talking about Rome. So that's going to be how it goes. So again, you go on Google Classroom. I'll have it posted every morning. You'll go in. There'll be a slide presentation. You'll be able to look at the slides, and it'll lay out everything that we're going to do. I'll also provide the assignment in the discussion part of Google Classroom. And then what's cool is from 12 o'clock till 3:30 every day, we can come together on Google Meet, and that is on the syllabus, the hours that for video teleconferencing, where we can come on and we can talk about what we're doing, and I'll help you answer any of the questions that we're discussing and everything. So just as a review, I want to bring this over here, and this is part of, I have a bunch of different cool stuff like this where we can talk about, what it means to have to, let me get this right, to, as a review of what it, how we do making the argument. Remember, we always have an essential question. That's the overall thing that we're talking about. And what we're talking about with Rome right now is how can expansion shape a civilization's power? But the target question that we're going to answer first is going to be, how did disease affect civilizations throughout history? So I'm going to put a couple videos. I'm going to we have lecture notes. I'm going to have some resources that you can look at to identify your evidence to answer this question. Now, remember, when we're making an argument, it consists of a claim, and that's a statement of your belief, your opinion. Okay, but that opinion has to be backed up, remember, by evidence. Okay, and you get that evidence from sources, from valid sources, sources from articles, from videos, from valid resources on the internet. But you have to cite those sources as your evidence. You can't make an argument and just say, in my opinion. In fact, we never ever say when we're making a claim or anything like that, in my opinion. We make a claim by making a declarative statement in the active voice of your belief. And again, it's like this, the claim here for the question, how did disease affect civilizations throughout history? The claim is, and you guys can do this off the top of your head, disease affected history throughout civilizations throughout history by evidence one. It could be by a decline in population. It can be in increase in technology and learning about medicines. And then another piece of evidence, again, you choose from your reading what you want to use as your evidence, and then you make the sources. You identify and cite the sources, whether it's from articles, ducksters, or videos, whatever that may be that I provide you in the lesson. Okay, so again, 2 of these a week. One has to be done on the Google Sheet like we normally do. The other one, I'm giving you the option of where you can do a video of making an argument, or you can make a Google slide presentation like we've done as well. But the key part of this is, as you do this, you can always come on at 12 o'clock from 12 to 3:30, or you can give me a call. That's also in my syllabus, and I'll answer it and we'll talk through it. But we're doing this together. We're going to do this together. And so what I want to do is in this little block here with a poem, that I learned and we've talked about together in class before. It's not If You Think You Can, You Can. It's a different one. But what it is about is, how do we continue to push ourselves to overcome adversity? I know these are very difficult times right now. So, in this poem is about like running a race. So we're looking at life as if it was a race, okay? So it goes like this. It's easy to run at the start of a race with a free and swinging tread, to keep in the going and follow the pace while the whole track lies ahead. But when the finish line heaves in sight, and the veins in the muscles swell, and the eyes are glazed, is the time when class will tell. So these weeks, this last month or so have been very difficult. Okay, but we keep on pushing, and how we react during difficult times defines who we are as people. And I know all of you are doing great work, and I'm looking forward for the next several weeks until finally we can get together face to face again and have more discussions like this. So, okay, looking forward to see you on Google Meet or give a call. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.